It felt so amazing to be home. After our trip was much longer than expected, remember, we were just going up for one day. We thought we had one MRI and then we would come home. And diagnosis was so devastating and rehab so grueling. I can't even say how wonderful it felt to walk in my own front door and see my other three kids again. It was such a good feeling. Take a minute and think, who is the number one person that you love the very most in your life? I hope you write it out in your journal and write down, just take a minute thinking of this person. Write down, what do you love the very most about them? What is your favorite thing to do with them? And then take a minute to write out, who are the other 4 people that would make up your top 5 relationships? What do you love most about them? What do you love doing with them? And then continue the list. Go on. Can you think of 5 more people to make your top 10 relationships? What do you like about these people? What do you enjoy about these people? Take a minute in your journal. Write these people down. And then be really honest for a second and ask yourself, when is the last time that you spoke with each of these 10 people? When is the last time that you gave a hug to your most loved people? What can you do today to reach out to these loved ones and let them know how much you care about them? It is so easy to take family for granted and take friends for granted and take loved ones for granted, take your best coworker or whoever. It's easy to take people in our lives for granted, especially the families that live with us or the people whose lives most closely intertwine with ours. It is so easy to take those people for granted. But these relationships are so important. I encourage you to reach out to the people that you love and do something today to strengthen these relationships that are the most important to you. I never really noticed it until we were in the hospital away from my children, how much I wanted to be with them and wanted to talk with them and wanted to hear them and see them and hug them and just be with them. And it really was an interesting perspective switch, because before we were in the hospital, I was so busy trying to juggle being a wife, being a mother, working full time. I was so busy trying to juggle all of these things that oftentimes when my children wanted to see or talk or be with me, in my mind, I had 100 other things that I felt like I should be doing instead. And so my time always felt really pulled. Once I was in the hospital with Benjamin, unable to see my other children, it really came to the forefront of my mind, and especially during the time when we thought we may lose Benjamin, it really, really came to the forefront of my mind that these children are the most important thing that I have. They're more important than some business call or work commitment or any other thing that I have. Now, there's time in our life to prioritize our time and make space for all of the issues that need our time, but I did realize while in the hospital, my children in value are the top of my priority list, but in the way that I spend my time, they're probably at the bottom. And I realized that I needed to make some effort to bring the amount of time I spent with them more closely to reflect the fact that they were the most valuable thing that I had in my life. And so anyway, everybody is totally different, and it's okay, whatever your life looks like, whatever your values, whoever are the people that are the closest to you, your loved ones, it's okay for you to live your life your way and do things the way that you want to do them. I just wanted to invite you to think about this for a minute and really be honest with yourself and ask yourself if you're spending the time with your loved ones that you want to be spending with your loved ones. And if you're not, you may be able to look at your schedule and find a way to tweak it a little bit to make sure that you're able to nurture those relationships that matter the most to you. I hope you'll try it. It really helped me.
I'm Anastasia, and this is something that helped me. I know every story is different, but I hope that in this you can find something to help you as well. Best of luck. It used to really bother me. Every single person would say, "I don't know how you do it." And for me, I realized the answer is one day at a time. sometimes 1 minute at a time. People would say, I could never do that. Yes, yes, you could, and you will. The journey is long and bumpy, but keep taking those tiny steps, and you can do this. I promise. Whatever is standing in front of you today, you can get through it.